Max Baer Jr., age 83. Max Baer Jr. is one of the big names in the business and a live hero. He started his work doing other things that made him famous. He writes scripts, produces, and directs movies, but acting is what he's known for the most. The experienced star became famous for his role as Jethro Bodine, Jed Clampett's or Buddy Ebsen's stupid nephew on the long-running TV show Beverly Hillbillies. The 83-year-old star is said to be the last live cast member of the old show since Donna Douglas, who played his co-star, died in 2015. He did get a bachelor's degree in logic from Santa Clara University before he got into show business, though. So it makes sense that he finds it easy to leave the playing business. He has a lot of plans in his head. Getting an education was a smart move on his part because it always works out well for everyone, no matter what job he chooses. Jimmy Carter, age 99. Jimmy Carter may not be a well-known person, but the changes he made as the 39th President of the United States are known all over the world. From 1977 to 1981, he worked for the government. From 1963 to 1967, he was a senator in Georgia. From 1971 to 1975, he was the 76th governor of Georgia. Carter grew up in the southern state of Florida, where he and other white children were separated from black children. He was in the Navy, too. Carter gets praise for still working on causes at his age, even after he quit politics. He's 99 years old now. He also worked hard for civil rights and started the Carter Center to bring attention to human rights issues. So the fact that he's thinking about retirement is also good for him because he would enjoy working for the government for years. Kim Novak, age 88. When Kim Novak was in the movies Vertigo, Pale Joey, and Middle of the Night, her fame went through the roof. She worked with some of the biggest stars of the time like Frank Sinatra and Kirk Douglas. But after ruling the movie business from the 1960s to the 1980s, she chose to take off her crown and quit in the 1990s. Some of her fans might find it hard to accept, but they kept their cool and chose to be happy instead. That was the last time Novak was seen. In the 1991 movie Liebestraum, she hasn't been seen on the big or small screen since then. She might be having a great time on vacation at her fancy home with a good security system. We hope that she made a good investment in the past that will pay off for her now that she's out of the spotlight after 37 years in the business. Sophia Loren, age 89. When Sophia Loren was only 15, she competed in a beauty show and became known in the entertainment business as a model. In 1950, she chose to become an actress. The star, who is 89 years old, finally hit the big time when she signed a deal with Paramount Pictures after 6 years. When Loren was 21, she started to be in movies and plays like It Started in Naples and The Pride and Passion. The actress hasn't said she's retiring yet, even though we don't see her very often these days. She even has a new movie that came out in 2020 called The Life Ahead. The movie came out in November and is about a young newcomer and a Holocaust survivor. From now on, Loren might want to keep it low. She enjoys her $75 million net worth by using her credit cards to treat herself and splurge while she's still healthy and young. Chumlee Austin Russell, age 41. Austin Lee Russell became famous as Chumlee on the hit TV show Pawn Stars. He became a well-liked reality TV star. Chumlee, who's 41 years old, is a well-known face on the show thanks to his funny pranks and easygoing personality. Over the years, he's become a fan favorite because of his skill at navigating deals at the pawn shop. Besides his role on TV, Chumlee has also tried his hand at several business projects, using his fame to look for ways to start his own company. Even though Chumlee is best known for his work in the pawn business, his rise to fame has shown how versatile he is and gained him a large fan base. Austin Lee Russell has become a well-known figure in reality TV through his interesting personality and successful business ventures. Dick Van Dyke, age 98. 80 years of success and awards have been part of Dick Van Dyke's life. He can act, write, sing, dance, and be funny very well. The 98-year-old star is, of course, best known for hosting his comedy, The Dick Van Dyke Show. In the 1960s, he also made a lot of movies such as Bye Bye Birdie, Mary Poppins, and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Even though years have passed, Dyke is still busy in Hollywood. As it turns out, the strong character was in the most current movie, Mary Poppins Returns. He's also going to be in a movie called Capture the Flag. Van Dyke has spent more than half of his life working in the business to make a name for himself. He still can't give up his dream job. He loved playing so much that he became one of the most recognized stars. No one would doubt that he earned an amazing $80 million net worth. He wouldn't have been able to do it without smart money management. Anne Margaret Olsen. Anne Margaret Olsen, who went by the name Anne Margaret, ruled the movie business from the 1960s to the 1970s. She's well known for movies like Bye Bye Birdie, Viva Las Vegas, and others. Olsen is still working in the field even though she's 78 years old. It's on sci-fi and a comedy drama. She also has a movie coming out soon. Olsen is known for being a singer and dancer in addition to being an actress. She's also won 5 Golden Globes for how great an actress she is. Olsen has no plans to quit yet because she has so many projects going on. There's a lot for her to offer the business world with the skills she has. Even though she's no longer working in the business, we can still see her amazing ability. So as long as she's still working, her financial advisor may also keep working with her money. Tippi Hedren, age 91. Tippi Hedren got her start in show business as a fashion model. Alfred Hitchcock, the director, approached her because of how beautiful she was, and the rest is history. At that time, the 90-year-old star began to work on her performing career. The 1960s were the first years she was in movies, in ones like Marine and The Birds, which turned out to be one of the best decisions she ever made. And this may be why Tippi Hedren is still living a fancy life today. But her bad luck in show business is due to her failed marriages. Hedren has hired divorce lawyers more than once since she split up with her ex-husband 3 times. She now loves being an animal rights campaigner and taking care of her pets. She's also still working in the business and shows up now and then. Indeed, her ability can't be stopped, and she's ready to meet the new age. Ronda Fleming, age 97. From the 1940s to the 1950s, Ronda Fleming was the Woman of the Year. Every country in the world knew who she was. The star, who is now 96 years old, was in more than 40 movies and was known as one of the most beautiful actors of her time. She was also called the Queen of Technicolor because of how well she looked in photos made with that technique. Fleming said she was semi-retired and had made some real estate purchases in the 1960s. In the 1990s, she was last seen in the short film Waiting for the Wind. At her age, Fleming should be enjoying her retirement and all the things she's worked so hard for. Still, because no one knows what will happen tomorrow, Ronda Fleming has been living in peace with her maker in the sky since October 14, 2020. There would be plenty of room in the hearts of her friends and loved ones for her. Carl Reiner, age 98. Carl Reiner is known in the entertainment business for his work in both front of and behind the camera, so he became known as a man with many skills. He was an actor, comedian, director, producer, and published author for more than 70 years and made a lot of money from all of them. He even put together and performed in The Dick Van Dyke Show. He's also known for his roles in the movies Ocean's 11 and the TV show 2.5 Men. Reiner didn't say that he was retiring, but the last thing he did on IMDb was work for The Cleveland Show in 2011. His family is able to enjoy all the money he left behind, which is $70 million. Because he died on June 29, 2020, Carl would still be one of the most recognized artists in the business though, and people will always remember his work. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon